Welcome to Session 1 of the Help Center Training Program and the first of our Certified Trainer modules. The primary purpose of the training program at the Help Center is to provide new employees with the knowledge of systems and tools they require to effectively perform their jobs and to further develop the Help Center team with refresher systems and service training. Training at the Help Center starts with the new employee 2-week training that provides an introductory to the various systems used here at the Help Center and our focus on customer service. The training consists of both an informative component and a practical component for each lesson. Refresher training helps the team stay focused on important aspects of each skill set at the Help Center and gives leadership an opportunity to provide new training. One of the most important tools to our successful training program is you, the certified trainer. In this session, we're going to be describing the elements of the introductory training program. We will define the ways refresher and additional training is used. We will explain the 9 Help Center certified trainer modules, which includes this module. And we will outline the 3 Help Center certified trainer workshops that will allow you an opportunity to put into practice the theory and skills you are learning through these training modules. There's 4 main components to the Help Center training program. First, we have to concentrate on the 4 training accomplishments to ensure that training is done properly. Then we have the 3 types of training offered. The introductory training, which has to do with the 2-week training program for new employees. The skills training, for providing each employee with the opportunity to add new skills to their abilities. And then finally, the additional training, refresher training or new systems and procedure training. The training program accomplishes 4 main things. Provides new employees with the skills, knowledge, and tools they need. Corrects the gaps in knowledge and learning through refresher training. Develops subject matter experts as coaches and certified trainers. And maintains a culture of service here at the Help Center. A new employee at the Help Center faces a number of new learning experiences as they navigate the various systems we use and policies we adhere to. The new employee training consists of a welcome orientation here at the Help Center, a discussion of our culture and values, a description of customer service and professionalism, how to assist customers in navigating My ASU, FERPA verification training and procedures, an orientation to the various systems and tools we use at ASU, password resets, Edna and PeopleSoft, quality monitoring training and its importance in quality assurance and refresher training, conflict resolution and escalation training and the ways to deal with difficult customers, and reunification training and how the Help Center is used as a call center during emergencies. In some cases, skills training will be presented during a new employee's introductory training, but more often it will be offered once a team member has been able to master other skills. Skills training is often taught by subject matter experts, certified trainers, just like you. Skills covered include student services specific training, IT-specific training, and finances-specific training. Training at the Help Center never really ends. We rely on quality monitoring to determine gaps in the training of our team and to point out areas where we can improve. Customer surveys at the end of calls and chat help us to get an accurate picture of how we are doing and determine how we can improve. This additional training consists of refresher training, new training, and professional development. As one of our subject matter experts here at the Help Center, we rely on you to coach and develop our team. In order to effectively do that, there will be times when you will be presenting training to new employees and existing members of the team. With that in mind, we have developed a certified trainer program to assist you in your training activities. The online training modules for the program consist of a training program overview, which we're going over right now, training fundamentals, overcoming barriers to the learning experience, preparing a training session, communication, managing and engaging participants, lesson materials, how to present scenario training, and testing and evaluation. The Training Fundamentals module will explain the importance of the training process. It is concerned with the why and how of instruction. That is why certified instructor training includes subjects on the principles of learning, motivation, communication, instructional methods, objectives, testing, and the way people learn, among other topics. Topics covered in this module will include how to describe the 3 things effective trainers should accomplish, defining the 5 things all effective trainers do, explaining the core competencies of effective trainers, and listing the 5 elements of an effective training environment. To be a successful trainer, it is important to understand and address the barriers to learning. By addressing the barriers to learning, a trainer is able to establish an environment that is suitable to the learning and that will assist participants in retaining what they have learned. Topics covered in this module will include how to describe adult learning principles. We will define effective learning approaches, describe 3 important lesson assumptions, and we'll show how to motivate participants to learn. A well-structured lesson requires preparation. You need to think of what you want to accomplish with the training session and then work backwards to create the training plan to make sure you will cover everything required to provide effective training and set your participants up for success. Topics covered in this module will include describing how to develop a learning objective. We'll define the ABCD model. We'll explain the 5 steps of a session plan. We will describe how to organize lesson content. And we will describe how to engage participants. One of the most important aspects of providing valuable training is the use of effective communication. Have you ever attended a class where the purpose of the class was not properly spelled out or material was presented in a way that was confusing? If so, you have experienced ineffective communication. Topics covered in this module will include how to develop effective communication. We'll show how to interpret nonverbal cues, explain how to create a learning culture, and we will define how to question for effective learning. It can be difficult to manage and engage participants during a learning session. Not all participants want to be in a learning session. Sometimes their manager told them they need to attend a refresher training, or they have other things on their mind. This can lead to distractions and interruptions while you are trying to deliver training. This session discusses some of the techniques to deal with challenges and interruptions during a training session. Topics covered in this module will include how to manage challenges and interruptions. We'll show how to assess learning performance, explain how to provide effective feedback, and we'll describe how to get participants involved. An important aspect of a training lesson is the material you will be presenting. Will you have a PowerPoint presentation to reinforce your talking points? Will you be demonstrating how to use a particular computer system? Will you be presenting scenarios or learning activities? It is important to have these ready and to test them before your lesson. Topics covered in this module will include presentation materials, demonstration materials, learning activities, and learning assessments. Effectively presenting a training scenario that participants will both comprehend and learn from is an art. It is important to present scenarios that will utilize the skills participants have developed in training and that speak to real-world experiences and situations. Topics covered in this module will include skill assessment, scenario development, scenario presentation, and scenario feedback. To determine if participants are learning material, it is important to test their retention of knowledge throughout the lesson. To determine what refresher training might be needed, it is important to survey their retained training at various intervals, such as monthly or quarterly. To determine if a training program and the trainer presenting materials is effective, it is important to routinely evaluate the program and the trainer to improve the learning experience. Topics covered in this module will include pre- and post-learning assessments, testing throughout lessons, follow-up training surveys, and assessing the trainer. So to recap, the training program for our certified trainers include 9 training modules: the training program overview, which we're going over now, training fundamentals, overcoming barriers to learning, preparing the training session, communication, managing and engaging participants, lesson materials, presenting scenario training, and testing and evaluation. The workshops give certified trainers an opportunity to put skills into practice in a safe environment. Workshops include training fundamentals and barriers to learning, preparing your training session and engaging participants, and presenting and evaluating training. In the first workshop, we will perform a number of activities such as discussing a good training experience, discussing a bad training experience, what we could use to turn a bad experience into a good one in developing training, what motivates you to learn, how you can motivate someone else to learn, and then we will role play motivational strategies. In the second workshop, we will perform a number of activities such as creating learning objectives, creating a session plan, objective-focused learning activities. We will role-play difficult situations with learners, and we'll role-play how to provide feedback to learners. In the final workshop, we will perform a number of activities that will allow you to utilize all of the skills you've developed during the Certified Trainer modules and workshops. We will pull lesson materials together. We'll be presenting training. We will create learning activities. We'll create surveys. And we will go over the trainer evaluation form. So that is a brief overview of the training program here at the Help Center. As you progress through the Certified Trainer program, you will learn more about each aspect of the program and get an opportunity to test your knowledge and put your skills into practice. Most of the online training modules will have a test after you've watched the training module, just to make sure that you've retained the information. Some will have additional resources, and each will be tied into the formal workshops. Let's get on with the training and move to the next training module by examining training fundamentals.